Each year, more and more car makers drop manual transmissions as an option from their lineup, such as big brands such as Toyota to Porsche, in favor of new 10-speed, 8-speed automatic transmissions and double clutch transmissions. While many will argue that these transmissions are more efficient in terms of power, performance, and practicality, such as they can shift in milliseconds, while average manual transmissions based on driver skill could take up to 1 to 2 seconds to shift. However, these new transmissions leave drivers out of the tune of the car, right? It leaves them just with flicking a paddle. They don't have to think about what's coming up. It leaves them out of the driving experience as a whole. With manual transmission cars, you must be thinking about what to do, what gear to be in, how much power you're putting to the ground, and such obstacles coming up such as turns, green lights, slowdowns, traffic, and whether you want to speed up, say downshift, to pass somebody, or to slow down. That thus heightens the driver's ability to be in tune with the car as a whole. The manual transmission is more of an extension of oneself as compared to the newer automatics and double clutch transmissions. These new transmissions more automate the driving experience as a whole. It's as if, why don't we just drive around in self-driving Google cars and become like those people from the movie WALL-E who have robots and computers do everything for them. But to me, it's very sad to see these manual transmissions go. They are a dying breed of a lost era of when cars were untamed and drivers had to rule these beasts into their own domain. You were in charge of the car. You had to take care with what you did, and you were in complete control of the car. These newer cars with their transmissions have so many features to help save drivers out of tricky situations that if a driver driving, say, a brand new BMW were to drive an older car like my Lexus, they would not be in tune with the driving experience as a whole. They could end up crashing because they do not know what to do. I believe that we should save the manual transmissions, that manufacturers should keep these as an option to the public. It would be great if everybody could drive a manual transmission for once in their life, even if people are scared that they don't know how to drive a manual transmission. They should learn how, as it will greatly expand their knowledge of how to drive a car and what the car actually wants you to do as a driver, such as the clutch gives you feedback from the engine rotation, and the shifting the gear or lever into different gears will give you a sense of overall. This gives you like you are talking to the car and it is talking back to you. Unlike new cars where the feeling is numb and inert, it separates you from the driving experience. Manual transmission cars should be saved, not just due to the fact that they sharpen the driving experience and create better drivers as a whole, but due to the fact that they last much longer than these double clutch and automatic transmission cars in terms of maintenance for drivers who perhaps don't have money to fix these automatic transmission cars that cost several $1,000s when they break. Also, many people could find these manual transmission cars more fun, as nailing shifts and getting it right through your own work, through your own process, can deliver a much more gratifying experience as a whole to the driver. I believe, finally, that everybody should get out there and drive a manual. We should save this. That these are one of the last few things that people must manually labor to do on their own, as society as a whole is becoming more autonomous, as we are getting machines to do more things for us every day, that sometimes we should go out there and experience things on our own, such as these manual transmissions. They challenge us and want us to, and make us want to do better at what we do. They sharpen our skills and perhaps perhaps want us to do better in other things as a whole. They challenges to humankind is what makes us who we are, and we should not do away with these challenges in favor of more numb or say easy options. We should cherish these and remember our roots, where we came from as a whole. And final, enjoy the last few clips of me driving my Lexus, as it is one of the last few manual cars Lexus has ever offered, as they dropped their last manual car was offered in 2006. And enjoy the clip of the Nissan GTR making fun of how easy it is to drive cars these days, how they are no longer a challenge to us. But finally, I urge you all to go out there and drive cars for what they are, or enjoy the senses, gratify yourself for getting things right, and don't be ashamed to be scared of manual transmissions. But finally, we should start petitions to save these manual transmissions, that everybody should experience this, or at least have the option to experience, even in newer cars where manufacturers aren't even calculating into the fact that manual should be in their lineups. That is all.
What's up with all these YouTube comments lately, man? About how pretty much a GTR takes no skill to drive. It's pretty much a computer on wheels. I mean, what's up with that?
Actually, I noticed that too. It's like every other comment now.
I don't think, you know, a lot of these YouTubers realize how hard it is to drive these things. I mean, these things don't drive themselves. I mean, it's crazy. This thing's making 600 all-wheel horsepower. I mean, that's just ridiculous crazy.
Yeah, dude, I agree 100%. We should, actually, dude, we got a stretch of road coming up here. We should, do a little run, do a little 20 roll or something like that. See who GTR is faster. You up for a race?
Yeah, 20 roll sounds good, dude. Let's do it.
Back there, buddy. You're falling back there. Whoa! The car's pulling, dude. Damn. Get my punk. Car's really strong.